Hey guys, I'm Sebastian.
I'm Christine.
We are Ninth Island Connection, but you already know that because you're on our channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on this particular video. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel. All we do is bring you Vegas, and that's why you're here, right? So before we go into this video, check out the description below before you leave so that you can see how you can watch our television show wherever you are.
Okay, so we are here at Horseshoe, formerly Ballys, and in this video, we are going to share with you what's new here at Horseshoe. Now, of course, I'm sure everyone remembers this used to be Ballys. They went through a huge renovations downstairs, and that was about what, like a year ago, a little over a year ago?
It was a long process, though.
Yes, it was a very lengthy process. So if you haven't been here for a while, that's going to look new to you. If you have been here recently, that's going to be old news. But we're also going to cover the downstairs area of Horseshoe, which is a really cool, fun area that I think gets neglected, as well as the Grand Bazaar shops outside of Horseshoe, which is very exciting because there's been a lot of renovation here. And finally, Lake Shelton's Ole Red is going to be here. So we're going to have all of that in this video. So let's get going. So while the entire casino had a nice little makeover as Ballys transitioned into Horseshoe, the hotel part of the property still looks the same hallways, same carpeting, same paint, and the rooms themselves, again, still look like they did when Horseshoe was Ballys. When it comes to the rooms, they're not horrible. They are a little dated, but they're still decent for a budget hotel in Vegas. For more information on the rooms, check out the room tours that we've done for the rooms at Horseshoe.
When it comes to dining inside of Horseshoe, it's extremely limited. The only actual restaurant, sit-down restaurant that you have is Jack Binion's, and this is due to my Asia that was only there for like 5 minutes Vegas time, actually just a couple months, but that shut down. Only thing you have is Jack Binion's, and their hours are extremely limited. So you're gonna wanna make reservations before you even get to Vegas if you're trying to hit up this spot. If you're looking for quick grab and go, you do have a couple of options. You've got Nosh, that's over by the poker room, as well as the coffee shop right by registration. Right here, this is Guy Fieri's Flavor Town, that's technically between Horseshoe and Paris. If you're just looking to grab some drinks, you do have the Purple Zebra, which is right here. And then in the casino area, you've got about 3 different bars throughout the casino. They do have 3 essential stores, one by each of the elevators, which is going to be one by the resort tower, and one by the Versailles Tower. Now, those are very limited hours. There's one right by registration. That's the one that's 24 hours.
While we're on the topic of food and drinks, let's head on downstairs to the lower level of Horseshoe. This is where you can find different bars, different attractions, different shops, and of course the food court. Over here is the Cabinet of Curiosities and the Lock Speakeasy. This is a really fun place, especially if you love craft cocktails. Now this area right here is a lot more open than it used to be. There used to be some different arcade games and different kiosks in here, so it's a lot more spacious. Over here to the right, we have Dino Safari. This is a really cool place too, especially for the kiddos, but we thought it was cool as adults. So the area over here used to be the sports book at Ballys, and as it transitioned over to Horseshoe, the sports book was closed down and they created this bar and arcade that's for a 21 and plus. So it looks a lot of fun, but it's usually not too busy. I'm not sure if that's because maybe people don't know that it exists down here, but a really cool concept. All right, heading down towards the monorail. So this area is kind of like the last part of the lower level that they've done anything with. I mean, they have the fitness centers down here, and this is the path as you get to the monorail, but it's just kind of like empty space down here, almost like they just use it for advertising. Maybe as things continue to expand in the lower level, they'll actually put more down here, but at least they're doing something with the lower level between the casino and the food court area. And to your right and up the stairs, you've got the monorail. And that's for both Paris and Horseshoe. And then the pool is over here, and that's closed right now. Let's head back. So again, nothing's really changed too much in this area other than some new signage to brighten it up and make it not look so creepy. Now here you have the food court, just typical food court stuff like Sbarro, Subway, Nathan's, a Pan Asian place. So down here, they still have the sign up calling it a food court, although upstairs they're calling it a food hall. So maybe this will get transformed at some point, but I don't know where people go to eat if there's construction down here, because again, there's really not too many dining options. And then you have the dog relief area out those doors. Ben and Jerry's is still on its way. This used to be a yogurt place, and now it's going to be Ben and Jerry's. And then up here on the right, they still have the cool little kiddie arcade and mini golf, bowling, Twilight Zone area that always looks like fun. We always mean to get in here and enjoy it, but we never have yet. And last but not least of the attractions, on the right over here is Real Bodies. And then they have the VR area down here right before you head to the elevators, which take you up to the casino or up to your room. And interestingly enough, they don't have security in this area, even though upstairs they sometimes have security to have people show room keys. Now there's not really a ton of entertainment at Horseshoe, but they do have the new Dita Von Teese show in her own theater, and there's a little store shop next door. And in addition to the retail located downstairs and off of Registration, the hallway that connects self-parking into Horseshoe, or kind of that area that you take over to go towards Paris, does have a bunch of different shopping options as well.
Let's head on outside and check out the Grand Bazaar shops. Two ways to get to the Grand Bazaar shop. You can either go up the escalator like we're doing right here, or you can head out the front door and go across the valet. Redneck Riviera is still closed. And this is pre-COVID, so this has been over 3 years that this place has been shut down. We don't know what's going on. Another spot that's shut down more recently is Bourbon Parade. Now this was only here for a few months, and you know what? It was actually nice when we went inside. We never got to drink or eat there because the next time we came, they were shut down. All right, guys, I'm going to stop talking here and let's go check this out. Another place that closed is this place on the corner. I believe it was like Tropical Tiki or Tiki Tropical, something like that. It was a fruity drink place, loud music, but they're gone as well. So Ole Red is open. Right here is where Bottled Blonde is going to go. They're not slated to open until 2025 at some point. So you can expect to have this congestion right here for the next year. So as you can see, there's going to be some of the old familiar places that have been here for years, but there are a few new ones as well. So here's another view of Bottled Blonde. This was actually from our room. So you can see the construction going on in there. If you're not familiar with Old Red, this is Blake Shelton's concept based off of the Nashville location, but they have other locations throughout the country. This one is actually the tallest. This one is 4 stories with their, of course, rooftop bar, live entertainment all day long. Actually, no cover charge, which makes it one of the best deals in town. An awesome food menu and drink menu. You know what? The service was top notch as well.
All right, let's head back inside to the casino. So the casino, as I said earlier, had a makeover as the property was transitioning from Ballys over to Horseshoe. So they painted everything, changed lighting, changed the carpet, and it really brightened the place up and just made it look newer and nicer. One big thing about the casino here is that the machines seem to be disappearing. So it's very spacious. It's not a very crowded casino. And that's because they're getting rid of some of those slot machines. I've noticed some of my favorite missing. And I mean, I guess that's how it goes in Vegas, but that's pretty typical across all the Caesars properties. That's the big changes in the casino is you go there next time looking for your favorite machines and they are gone. But again, this will look new to you if you haven't been inside of Horseshoe since it was Ballys, but if you've been there, really nothing new has changed since this big remodel. And of course, this is the home to the WSOP, the World Series of Poker. So when that's happening, expect that poker room to be extra busy. And since the sportsbook turned into an arcade, they really only have this little tiny sports betting kiosk. All right, guys, there you have it. That is what's new and what's still the same here at Horseshoe. Pretty much the rooms, nothing's changed. They need to change. They're looking a little rough, but that's probably last on their list, and hopefully they're going to get to that soon. The casino looks fabulous. Nothing's really changed in there since their remodel, because they just remodeled it. Yes. So the big changes kind of to take away from this would be Downstairs in the lower level area, there's just some slight changes, and then the Grand Bazaar shops are ever changing.
That's a wrap on this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. All we do is bring you Vegas. Also, hit us up on social media, and in the description below, you can see how you can watch our television show wherever you are.
And don't forget, we go live every Wednesday between 12 and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Vegas time, where we bring you an update on what to expect that weekend.
All right, guys, we're out of here. .24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in a city that never sleeps, Ninth Island Connection will take you there. You won't want to miss a beat as we give you a sneak peek inside the biggest, best, and most outrageous hotspots, both on and off the strip. Be sure to tune in to Ninth Island Connection with Sebastian Rodriguez every week. Great people, great stories, great connections, only on Ninth Island Connection.